And now we sail to the pearl of the Indian Ocean, a pearl waiting to be discovered by the world. Let's experience amazing Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, the pearl of the Indian Ocean, and we're watching a seascape, and the boat sailing across the water bearing the mythical Lion King of Sri Lanka with the Sigiriya Apsaras. And with me, former Sri Lanka all-rounder for 10 years, part of the Sri Lankan team, Russell Arnold. Russell, you have to talk us through some of these wonderful movements and performers right here on stage.
Showcasing the beauty of Sri Lanka, right in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and the Sigiriya Apsaras out there just to show the beauty of the Sri Lankan people. We just heard the music, the contemporary music of Bhathiya, Santosh and Iraj, but this goes back into history. The various kingdoms that used to exist in Sri Lanka. A very hospitable place, warm people.
And of course, with 3 venues of this ICC Cricket World Cup 2011, as the Lion King takes centre stage here inside the Bangabandhu. We will be going not just to Colombo, but into the hills of Kandy, to Palekele, and of course to the coast, to Hambantota. 3 venues in Sri Lanka. The oyster shell, which will open and reveal a beautiful princess.
The pearl of the Indian Ocean.
The Thelme dancers are renowned for their body spins and their graceful movements. The traditional Sri Lankan dancing.
Great rhythms with Sri Lanka music. You were just talking about the stadiums. There'll be plenty of music there, and the Sri Lankan cricketers will be playing to the rhythm of the papare bands in the stands. You hear many of that in the days to come.
Kumar Sangakkara, the Sri Lankan captain, is in the stands. Of course, all 14 captains are here. Ricky Ponting, the Australian captain. And of course, Australia will be playing Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. Home advantage for the 96 Cup winners.
I did mention friendly people, the warmth, the beauty of the country itself. But I can promise you there'll be nothing friendly out in the middle. Sri Lanka will be throwing everything at those gentlemen you saw a few minutes ago. Various different dances. That's Kumar Sangakkara. A lot of expectations of the little island on his shoulders.
Our beautiful princess who came from the Pearl, and of course we're celebrating the presence of Sri Lanka, the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. Here in Dhaka, India, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, the three host countries, and the tradition of spinning, the dancers who spin, which you'll see wherever you go in Sri Lanka. You'll see these wonderful feats performed. You've had some decent spinners over the years, haven't you?
Well, for sure. One of the reasons that Sri Lanka has been so successful over the past few years, and also along with the strong backing that Sri Lanka has won a World Cup. The last time it was held in this part of the world. It brings back the memories of '96 for the people in Sri Lanka who are looking forward to the days to come.
Absolutely, when Arjuna Ranatunga was captain of the Sri Lankan team that beat the mighty Australians at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, and Aravinda de Silva celebrated with a century in the World Cup final. And Kumar Sangakkara, look at the desire burning in those eyes.
He will be relying on the sole survivor from that team, Muralidharan.
Muralidharan, who still beguiles and bewitches opponents with his spinning, his qualities, his magnificence with the cricket ball.
The Kandyan dancers. Move very rhythmically to the beat of the drums.
Now we have the mask bearers and the mask dancers who take center stage.
The masks do categorize mythology, demonic, animal spirit and human figures. The significance and design of the masks are related with the iconography of folk beliefs of the past.
And now the elephant bearers and dancers who join in this Sri Lankan celebration.
It showcases the Asala Perahara, or procession that's held in Sri Lanka, related to the tooth relic, which is paraded around the streets in Kandy to evoke the blessings of the gods, asking for rain it's best advised that cricket is not scheduled during that part of the year, that time of the year, because it definitely does rain.
A celebration of Sri Lanka